Some of the greatest joys we experience in life are as a result of a happy family life. But living in these hectic last days, achieving such happiness is very difficult. The governing body deeply appreciates you hardworking parents and all that you're doing to try to help your children find a rich, satisfying life. As a parent, I remember the challenge we faced trying to develop love for Jehovah in the hearts of our two little boys. We used the tools available, the Bible, Watchtower articles, and then in 1978, how thrilled we were to receive my book of Bible stories. What a godsend this proved to be.
NotJah Witness here for my fifth part to calling bullshit on the Jehovah's Witnesses children's book, My Book of Bible Stories. We start off today with the baby Moses. So Pharaoh ordered to kill all the male babies in Egypt, so Moses' old lady sent him floating down the river infested with crocodiles to save his life. Not the best plan, but it paid off, with Moses ending up somehow in the stream of Pharaoh. Ugh. We all know this story. It gives me a headache thinking about it by now. Moses more than likely was not a real person, although the kids' movie Prince of Egypt was completely underrated, and no one can have any other opinions on the matter, full stop. So anyway, as the movie shows, Moses runs off for years, then eventually comes across the burning bush, where God tells Moses to go back to Egypt and rescue his peeps, because God decided that their slavery time was over. Like any good skeptic, Moses doubted, so God performs a few magic tricks and all of Moses' skepticism suddenly vanishes, and he agrees to be Jehovah's stick of truth. So Moses goes back as King Hebrew and shows off some of his newly learned magic tricks to Pharaoh, but Pharaoh has the same tricks performed. Like any good magician now, however, Moses destroys his opponent's stage props so he can't perform them any longer. He was a good sport like that. We all know these fun times, the 10 plagues, where God hardens Pharaoh's heart and forces him to be all argumentative with Moses. Thus, the 10 plagues, which God finally softens Pharaoh's heart after killing every Egyptian firstborn of both man and animal, because screw the animals, they're guilty too. Then we have the Red Sea crossing, which we have absolutely no physical evidence of, and there definitely should be, if you believe this story. Not only is there nothing of even a speck of a chariot, but no geological evidence of the water parting and then coming back together, and that would make a huge impact on the environment. So then God sends food from the sky to feed the Israelites while they're in the wilderness. This is one of the most ridiculous stories I'd ever heard, even way back then as a kid. These days, I can't fathom how anyone could reasonably believe such a silly concept. But it sort of all is about the rules they had to follow while running around in the woods, such as the 10 Commandments. This we all know, but one thing I liked as a kid being pointed out was that this final chapter here where Jesus says, the only 2 major laws were love God and love your neighbor, which is a perfectly reasonable thing for any religion to ask, except when their God is doctrine and the neighbor is only of their faith. But we'll get into those stories later. The golden calf, same story we all know, but I always find it hilarious that this is the one thing most religions screw up on. I mean, they don't literally make a golden calf and worship it, but they are religiously attached to something material, be it their cross, or their beads, their money, or their books. It is always something. I love that Moses gets so pissed off that he throws down the 10 Commandments and they smash apart, so he has to go back for another set. It kind of reminds me of the claims by the Latter-day Saints about old Joe Smith and his tablet things he scribed from the angels with their rock in the hat and all that. Same scent of bullshit in the air. So I will leave it here for now. I'm really glad to see that there are some out there who appreciate what I'm doing, and I love perusing the comments of my videos, so feel free to speak your mind or have your piece, but do it in peace, fostering discussion and debate, not needless fighting. So far, I have only seen good things down there, and hopefully it can remain a friendly environment for everybody. I want to shout out Fenrir, the God Eater, for being my first comment in my very first video, sending his support my way. So thank you, Fenrir. I do hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Hey, also, I should mention I am now on the Twitter machine at NotJah Witness. So if you wanted to get in touch or just yell profanities at me, which does seem to be the going trend there, feel free to. And if you would like to see more on JW beliefs, as I do my darndest to expose and refute them where I can, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you will, it would be greatly appreciated. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and thanks for watching. Remember, I'm NotJah Witness.
Over the years, the governing body has provided many additional teaching aids to help our young ones, and we have no intention of stopping there.